Hello everyone, before we get going today, I'm just going to post a little bit of a correction from last episode. I was talking about how none of the balls worked, the custom balls worked the way that they were supposed to, but it's actually not true. Technically, 3 of them work properly and 4 of them are the ones that are broken. And of the 3 that work properly, I listed 2 of them last week as ones that didn't work.
Oh no!
The lure ball works properly, and the heavy ball works properly. The lure ball, if you catch a Pokemon using a fishing rod, you have a 3 times catch rate on catching that Pokemon. And the heavy ball is a complicated calculation based on weight. And I don't exactly know how it works, but basically if the heavier a Pokemon is, the easier it will be to catch with the heavy ball. And finally, the last one that works is the friend ball. And what that does is when you catch a Pokemon, it's base happiness, which is a new mechanic in this game series, which I've talked to you about before, but it's complicated.
Uh-oh.
So Pokemon that you catch, its base happiness is usually 70, and a Pokemon who hatches from an egg is 120. And what a friend ball does is it sets the base happiness to 200, which is really good for Pokemon who need happiness.
This makes a lot of sense because I ran into somebody this week that told me that my Pokemon weren't happy. So, oh no.
Yeah, that it didn't like you very much or something like that.
Something like that.
So it has base happiness.
Oh boy.
And that'll improve as its happiness increases.
I hope so. I don't want my Pokemon to hate me.
There are moves that actually are affected by happiness. That's Return and Frustration. Return will gain power based on or if your Pokemon has higher happiness, and Frustration has better power if your Pokemon has low happiness. And there are ways to affect happiness positively and negatively, but I'll explain that to you probably off mic.
Okay.
The ones that don't work are the fastball, which are supposed to catch Pokemon who are likely to run from battle. Pokemon like some legendaries in this game, or like Abra that you've met who likes to teleport away from battle.
Yeah, Abra just runs away from me.
But instead, something got messed up in the programming of the ball, and for some reason, it fails its lookup to try and determine what Pokemon it's supposed to be effective against. And so there are 3 Pokemon in the entire game who get a return result, and that's Magnemite, Grimer, and Tangela. So Fastball is 4 times effective at catching Magnemite, Grimer, and Tangela.
I don't want any of those.
No, but that's how it's messed up.
Oh no.
Then there's the Love Ball, which is a ball that is supposed to catch Pokemon of
that
the
I
same
love.
species that you're using, but the opposite gender. It's supposed to have an 8 times catch rate. So say you're using a Sentret, a male Sentret, then if you're trying to catch a female Sentret, it's supposed to have an 8 times catch rate on that female Sentret.
Okay.
The ball is messed up, and it will only work on a Pokemon of the same species, same gender.
Oh no, so you can catch the same thing.
You can catch another male Sentret.
Oof.
Moonballs. We're supposed to catch Pokemon who use Moonstone to evolve. Pokemons like Jigglypuff and Clefairy. But instead, it has a 6 times effectiveness on Pokemon who use Burn Heal to evolve. Which I will let you guess how long that list of Pokemon is.
No Pokemon use Burn Heal.
No Pokemon use Burn Heal
That's
to
ridiculous.
evolve. That's right, yeah. It's just a problem with the lookup coding that they put in.
Messed.
Somebody messed up.
Yep, big time.
And finally, the last one that doesn't work is the Level Ball. If you are trying to catch a Pokemon who's a lower level than the Pokemon that you're using, it increases the catch rate based on how low that Pokemon's level is compared to yours, up to that Pokemon being half the level of the Pokemon that you're using being the max catch rate. What? This ball actually works like it's suggested it works. So it will actually perform that calculation.
Okay.
But the way that it's broken is that it only checks that formula for the catch check.
So lost. I've never come across any of these balls anyway.
Yeah. So normally when you are trying to catch a Pokemon, it goes through something called the catch check, where it checks the Pokemon's catch rate versus how high or low its HP is, and if it has a status effect or not.
Okay.
And
Bunch of math.
yeah. I also think it accounts for the speed difference between your Pokemon and it.
Oh boy.
Anyway, point is that it doesn't. The level ball doesn't check any of that. It only tries to check its own formula. So if the Pokemon is a lower level than yours, so it was already a bad effect in my opinion. And this, that it just ignores every other formula or every other check for catching it just makes it that much worse. And another correction that I have to make is I said that morning was 6 until 8 or something like that the other week. But truthfully, and I may have been exaggerating last week, but truth is that morning is 4 a.m. to 10 a.m., day is 10 a.m. to 6 p.m., and night is 6 p.m. to, again, 4 a.m. So those are the 3 times of day in Gold and Silver.
I guess that makes sense.
And then the last correction I have to update is that the status moves, I read somewhere, I don't know if this is true.
Okay.
I read somewhere that the status moves might not affect catch rates in this game. So things like paralysis and sleep might not actually increase the chance of you catching Pokemon, but I don't know if that's true or not. In my experience in the game so far, it feels like I've been catching Pokemon a lot more when I paralyze them, but who knows, that might just be my own cognitive bias. I'm not sure.
Okay. So
Yeah.
maybe not a correction, so we'll give you a point there.
Yeah. All right. So that's it for my corrections this week.
We can officially begin.
We can officially begin. Hello, welcome to the Johto region. This is the Route to Victory Road, a podcast that chronicles our journeys through the main series titles of the Pokemon franchise. I'm your host, Pokemon Professor Mackenzie, and I'm joined today, as always, by my wonderful partner and co-host, Jaylee.
Hello, Mackenzie. Hello, Pokemaniacs.
Hello, happy Friday.
Yay, Friday!
Welcome, everybody.
Last Friday before Christmas.
Yes.
So exciting.
So, a little bit of behind the scenes for you guys today. This is our second time recording this
Oh no!
episode. Guys,
Uh-oh.
there was problems with the first time. There was
And
audio
that's
issues.
okay. I imagine all podcasts go through this.
Yes,
So.
I am quite sure that literally every podcast
We're
has
just
something like this
practiced.
happen.
We
Yeah,
have
we're
so much
practiced at this
practice,
episode.
and none of this is going to be improvised. No, I'm just kidding. I think we're extra.
yeah, this is all scripted.
We're
now.
all scripted. No, this is extra improvised, if anything, because now I have to remember everything we talked about.
Yeah,
But now we get a second chance to not mess up.
but the very first thing that I normally ask, and I did ask it already this week, but how was your week?
I'll tell you again for the first time. My week. Okay, this is going to be a little bit fun. My week was exciting and full of Christmas. I am a very big Christmas person, and I love Christmas.
Yeah.
One sad thing is we don't have a Christmas tree
Here.
here. We
At
don't have
home.
a Christmas tree at home. But Mac was so sweet that he bought me Christmas lights and put them up in our room. So now it's very festive. I'm done my shopping. I'm super excited for you and Gucci to open your presents, and I can't wait. How was your week?
My week was good, also full of Christmas and getting ready for a corporate visit that happened actually today.
Oof.
Last time we recorded this, I said in a couple of days, but now it's happened. And yeah, that's over.
Yay,
and so, hooray.
party time. Now
Yeah.
it's a real Christmas time.
Now it's real Christmas time.
Bring out the eggnog and
Yeah, we got to get ready
Yule.
for Christmas and then
Happy-
Boxing Day.
Happy
and
Yule.
Happy Yule. I'm excited to do Christmas. And you want me to open
Yeah.
my present.
Yeah,
You've
I
been
do.
bugging me almost every day.
I'm just so excited. It's a good present, I think. I hope.
It is. It's a great present.
You don't know what it is.
I don't know
You
what
might
it is,
resent
and it
that.
doesn't matter.
Oh my gosh.
It's going to be a great present.
So cute. Pokemon.
So, Pokemon. This week in Pokemon. Again.
Again, for the first time.
One more time.
Okay, for the first time.
Upon leaving Azalea Town, where we
Yeah.
started our after we beat Bugsy, we start up in Azalea Town. I went to the Pokemon Center. I pulled out my Pokemon. Well, I guess I started in the Pokemon Center because that's where I saved.
Okay.
But I went to the box and I pulled out my Pokemon
Yeah.
because you remember that I've been putting my Pokemon away
You have.
every week to face the gym. So upon leaving Azalea, you are confronted by your rival, who I did name Malcolm.
Oh, you did?
I
Okay.
did name him Malcolm.
We couldn't remember. That's good.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
what did you think of Nibs?
Okay. So when I was leaving, I got stopped, and I totally forgot that I had a rival in this already because we didn't really do anything with him yet. And when I found out his name, I was like, Nibs, what the heck is a Nibs? That's a gross name. And then I remembered that I named him Nibs, and I was like, oh yeah, because
Yeah.
it's a gross candy.
And
So,
it kind
yeah.
of makes sense because his hair's red,
Yeah.
like Nibs.
It does make sense now. I like that. Nibs was not kind to me. I did no training. I barely got through the gym and everything. So Nibs was not nice to me. It took me 4 times to beat him. And I was so angry because his Pokemon were strong. I had nothing to go against a Ghastly, and then nothing to go against a Coconara. Crococonono. I don't know. That thing. It was too strong for me. So I ended up, losing to him 4 times and having going to back into the grass and train. And
Right.
it was frustrating, but
Yeah, you said that was frustrating.
yep, it's the beginning of my frustrations with this week. It was a hard week in Pokemon. I
Yeah.
hated it, but we'll get to that.
I was able to beat his Ghastly really easily because my Zubat had Bite.
Nice.
Which is a dark move in this generation, which we talked about. There are 2 new types in this generation.
Okay.
And that is Dark and Steel. We talked about that the first time we did this episode.
Yeah, but we have
But,
to talk about it again. So.
Now you know that there is a type called Dark, and it's super effective against Ghost and against Psychic.
Okay.
So those are obviously good against Ghastlies.
That's going to be a pain in the butt for me. But
Yeah.
Okay.
And then I was able to beat Zubat really easily.
Nice.
But his Quilava proved to be a bit of a challenge. Luckily, he only got through 2 of my Pokemon, and then I was able to beat him up.
Oh, good. That's good. That's lucky.
Yeah.
His
And then
Croconono was mean to
Crocona.
me.
Crocona, yeah, because
Crocono.
Crocona would have Bite at this point, I think.
Yeah.
And that is a tough move to
Yeah, it was not cool.
know. Ilex Forest is the next area. And it's a cute little area full of bugs and bats and all sorts of things. The very first thing that we got to do is catch a Farfetch'd.
Yeah, I had to chase a Farfetch'd around, which I thought was adorable. The kid was like, "Oh, I lost my Farfetch. Can you go find it?" And I was like, "Heck yeah, I can go find it." And he's like, "Oh, how can I repay you?" And I was like, "Give me a Farfetch'd. Just give it to me." But he didn't do it.
Farfetch'd.
I
love
wanted the Farfetch.
Farfetch'd,
He
too.
didn't give it to me. I made a rookie mistake going into this forest too. I went in there with 0 balls, so everything I ran into I couldn't catch.
I'm sorry to hear that.
I'll learn next time.
I went in with 16 balls, and I came out with 0. That's because I caught a Paris, who I named Sarap, S-A-R-A-P, because it's Paris
Sarap.
backwards.
Oh, that's cheating. No, that's good.
And an Oddish, who I named Leaf, L-E-I-F.
Do you have their code names for these ones?
Nope.
No code name, no backstory.
Nope, neither one are
Nice.
flying type.
Oh, fair.
Yeah.
That's right.
I'm only giving code names to the
Right.
flying types. Yeah.
Okay.
And then other mon that I caught, because I forgot to mention this last week, are Guppy the Whooper, Proggy the Poliwag, Mary the Mareep, who you said you haven't run into.
I
a
don't know
Mareep
what
yet.
a Mareep is.
Right, it's a little electric sheep.
Electric Sheep.
Electric sheep.
Oh, cute. That sounds like a good band name. Electric Sheep.
It does. But I named it Mary because Mary had a little lamb.
Mareep. Oh, yeah.
I had caught Gurner the Ghastly Peeper the Slowpoke. Yeah. Beetle the Weedle. And Ekans, who I did not give a name, I guess.
Oh.
Yeah, his name is just Ekans.
He's just the snake thing. He's okay. He doesn't need a name.
These all weren't all in Ilex Forest, by the way. These were just Pokemon in my box that I forgot to mention the week before.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no, I caught Guppy and Proggy and Mary all on the way to Azalea. I caught Ghastly in the Sprout Tower, and I caught Slowpoke in the Slowpoke Well.
Right, okay.
Yeah, and I think Weedle and Ekans I also caught on the way down Route 32 or 31 or whatever. There was an Execute that I found in a tree because I headbutted it.
Oh, right, we got a headbutt from the cool guy.
Yeah, the
cool guy in the forest.
Yeah, there's a guy literally running his head into a tree.
Yeah, he's cool.
Yeah, and so he gave me headbutt, and I taught it to my Hoppip, and I was headbutting trees, and an Execute fell out, and I brought it down to low HP using Chadley, because Chadley is who I gave Cut to, because I don't know if you know this, but birds can't learn Cut.
No?
No.
I thought they... Oh, really?
There's not a flying... Well, there is one flying type, I think, who can learn Cut, but I don't have it.
Oh.
In fact, I think it's only in gold. But
oh no!
And we also haven't encountered it yet. Like, you wouldn't have been able to encounter it yet. So once you meet one, I would like one.
Okay, what is it?
It's called Skarmory.
What the heck?
Yeah.
There's so many new Pokemon that...
There is. There's 100 new Pokemon, in fact.
Oh no, too many.
So, but I don't have a Skarmory, so I can't teach Skarmory Cut. So I had Chadley. But I brought Chadley out against Execute, and I was like, this makes sense, grass versus grass. And also Chadley's weak because I haven't been using him. He's only level 12. And this Execute was like level 10 or something like that. Anyway, point is, I lowered its health until it had like 7 HP left. And I used 4 Pokeballs, broke out each time.
What?
So I did one more attack against it and got it down to a sliver of health. You couldn't see its health bar. It was so low. And I used the other 9 of my Pokeballs. And it broke out of every single one.
That's too many Pokeballs.
And
my threshold is 3. I don't go above 3. If somebody doesn't...
But I got it so low that I figured, like, this is going to be a piece of cake. Like, it's dead. It's caught. It's good as caught, is what I figured. And I invested the time. It's a, what do they call that? It's a gambler's thing. Sunk cost fallacy. That's what it's called. So sunk cost fallacy is where you're like, well, I've already invested this much. I might as well go all the way.
Fair.
Yeah.
Okay. That's so funny. That's too many Pokeballs.
Yeah.
Too many. I would never.
Yeah, well, it didn't pan out for me anyway. I didn't catch an Execute.
No.
Still haven't caught an Execute.
Really?
Nope.
You'll get them.
Maybe one day. Then we get to Route 34. Oh, actually, did you have anything else about Ilex Forest?
Nothing about the forest. I got the headbutt from the cool guy.
Yep.
Oh, before the forest, I did catch a Sandshrew. I named him Caramel. He's pretty good. I like him.
Yeah.
I got lost in the forest, and in the forest I caught a Caterpie. He fell out from a tree. I named him Gummy.
Gummy.
Because I was going to name him Gummy Worm, but then I was like, no, he doesn't turn into a worm. And
He starts as a worm.
That's all I did.
Well, that's cute. We get to Route 34 that has a daycare.
Yep.
And there are 2 trainers there who will rematch you if you take their numbers.
I don't
their
think
names.
I went there. I didn't see the daycare.
It was right beside the security guard guy who was standing there with the flashlight, and you said he was like
Looking for suspicious
troublemakers, yeah. So he's standing guard just outside the daycare.
That's safe.
Yeah.
Good for him. Good spot.
But also on that route, there's one kid who's standing right outside the entrance to daycare. His name is Todd, and there's a young girl who's surrounded by like a ring of grass, and her name is Gina. And if you take their numbers, they will call you to rematch you every now and then.
Cool.
And also, if you talk to the guard at night, he will battle you.
Yeah, I have to go do that.
Yeah.
I only talk to him during the day.
He's got a Growlithe. He's pretty cool.
Cool. He's like an Officer Jenny.
Also remembered at this point, after getting Todd and Gina's numbers, that I was going to write down a list of all the important numbers in the game, and I did.
For
you can
me.
see it right there. It's a big old list.
That's amazing.
But the only ones that are important are the first 7 because they tell you about Pokemon when they are available.
Cool.
Yeah. So those Pokemon are Dunsparce, Quillfish, Yanma, Remoraid, Snubbull, Tauros, and Marill. And we talked about last time how you don't know who any of those are.
I know what a Tauros is, but that's it.
Yeah.
I was so confused by this list because I don't know what any of them are.
And I told you last week, I told you last time that Remoraid, Tauros, and Marill are really the only ones that are worth paying attention to.
I'll try to remember that.
And the one that is important for me is Yanma, because it's the only one that has flying.
Right.
And actually, since we recorded last, I've caught a Yanma.
Did you actually?
Yeah.
Oh.
So that's an update from last time we recorded. Yeah. And his name is Melon.
Melon?
Melon.
What?
Yeah, because he's got big eyes. He's a dragonfly.
Oh, I've never seen this thing.
Yeah, no.
Cute.
He's cool. I like him. Very fast.
Nice.
Very, very fast. He would have helped, but I didn't catch him until after the gym. But anyway.
That's okay.
That's okay. Getting ahead of myself.
Mm-hmm.
Goldenrod. There's a lot to do in Goldenrod.
There is, but I didn't do any of it. Well, I did one thing.
You did 2 things.
Oh, I did 2 things, and then, yeah.
Because you went to the bike store.
I did. I did borrow a bike from this really cool dude at a bike store.
And that is one of the most important things to do here.
Yeah, it was cool because he was like, hey, take this bike and advertise for me. And I was like, yeah, easy peasy, I'll ride this thing everywhere. I rode it to the Pokemon Center and like back again. He was like, hey, good job, keep the bike.
Keep
I was
the
like,
bike.
that was the easiest
Yeah.
bike I've ever made.
Yeah, you don't have to go very far for him to decide to give it to you.
Yeah, it was cool. He's a good buddy.
There's also the department store, which is a lot like Celadon's department store. Up to and including the vending machines on the roof that will give you soda pop, lemonade, and fresh water.
I missed that.
Probably pretty smart to go and grab those just because they're better than super potions.
Okay.
They're just a little bit stronger, right? I think they're 50, 60, and 80 respectively, I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
Which is the strongest one?
Lemonade.
The lemonade? Okay.
Yeah. But it's also the most expensive at, I think it's 300. I can't remember.
That's some strong lemons.
Yeah. There's a casino as well, or like not a casino. Sorry, I guess they call it a game corner.
I missed that. I didn't really play the game corner in the first game either.
No, the game corner in this one is definitely not as. It's not as in your face because you don't have to go into it. It's not a rocket hideout like the last one was.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. The radio tower is in the northwest of the town, and if you go there and talk to reception, there's one of the ladies will give you a quiz, and if you answer all the questions correctly, which I took 2 times to do because the very first time it asks you, did you do the quiz?
I did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it asks you if Kurt makes Pokeballs out of apricorns with a K, and it's apricorns with a C.
Oh my gosh, is that?
And
Oh,
so I
boy.
was like, yes, and they were like, you're a fool.
There's something about like a Marie versus a Mary, and I
Yeah.
said yes, and like I messed it up a couple times, and
Yeah.
then I went back and they asked the same questions. So it was like, okay, easy.
Yeah. So it took me 2 times to do it because I did the exact same thing as
Yeah.
you did. I was like, is it Marie? And I was like, yeah. And then they're like, nope.
No,
And
too
I was like,
bad.
oh,
It's
God,
Mary, dummy.
Totally forgot. Anyway, so yeah, it took me 2 times, but I did end up answering the quiz properly, and then they give you a radio card.
Yep.
Which is good because then you can listen to Professor Oak's show. Professor Oak will give you the deets on when Pokemon are showing up on particular routes.
Nice. I like that.
So he's kind of like one of the numbers of the people who will call you when a certain Pokemon is showing up, but like for the whole region.
Do they only show up for like a certain amount of time?
Yeah.
Oh, so it is time sensitive.
Yeah, I think it's just for that section of the day. So if they call you during the day, you have to go before the night.
Oh my gosh.
That's what it is.
Okay.
It might even just be for like a particular hour.
Do they ever come back? Or like is it one? Okay.
Yeah, they just tell you when they're showing up.
Okay, because I might have already missed one, but okay.
Oh yeah, you probably missed a bunch because they happen every day.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wow.
But anyway, it's all good because I've also missed a bunch.
Okay.
But like, I think I've missed Quillfish twice and Dunsparce 3 times.
I missed a Dunsparce.
Yeah. But it's fine because they come back.
Okay, sounds good.
After training for a long time. Oh, and there's the underground. The underground mall where there's a bunch of Pokemon trainers to battle.
Oh, good, because I didn't go there.
And there is a old lady who will sell you bitter medicines, which will lower the happiness of your Pokemon if you use it on them.
I don't want that.
But they are cheap versions of like the existing medicines, like Remedy and Super Potion and all that.
Okay. I don't know if I'll buy them. I got some money. I'll buy the real thing.
There's 2 brothers down there who will give you haircuts. And that haircut will randomly increase the happiness of one of the Pokemon that you use it on. They show up every day except for Monday.
Weird. Okay.
Yeah.
It's so weird that they mess with time on this one.
Yeah. They alternate days. So the older brother is it costs 500 Poke credits.
For a haircut?
For a haircut.
Okay.
But he has a better chance of giving you like a bigger boost of happiness. And the younger brother costs 300 Pokedollars, but has he's got like a medium chance to give you any of the 3 random numbers that they can give you.
Okay, this sounds
it's
very
complicated. But so basically they're just a random happiness increase.
Okay.
To your Pokemon.
I'll do that
and
one
then
day.
finally there's the antique seller. Basically, he sells you the sellables in the game, things like nuggets or stardust or star pieces and things like that, and he will sell them to you at a discount so you can sell them to the store at regular price and make a little profit.
That's so sketchy.
Yeah.
This alley, what is it, underground tunnel black market thing is so sketchy. I don't know.
Yeah. But it's useful.
Okay.
After training for a long while on Route 34, I rode my bike back to Cherry Grove City, the very second city that we visited.
Oh, yeah.
To get a map card for my Poke Gear from the old guy who gives you a tour.
Because you didn't do the tour the first time.
I didn't do a tour the first time.
Rookie mistake.
Forgot that that's where you get the map card, and I was getting tired of every week looking up the the particular thing.
Yeah.
The routes for that week.
Gotcha.
So I grabbed the map card so that I would be on top of it.
Nice.
Yeah. I also caught an assortment of Pokemon along the way.
What'd you get?
Which I listed here. Pokemon I caught were Samson, a Heracross, which you haven't come across
I haven't seen that yet. Nope.
It is a bug fighting. It's pretty cool. I caught Monkey, who's an Apom.
A Mankey. Oh, what?
An Apom.
What is that?
It is another monkey.
Apom.
Yeah. You saw them.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, in Detective Pikachu.
Did I?
Yeah, they're the little purple monkeys with the hands on their tails.
Oh, that's what those are called?
Yeah, Apoms.
Oh, cute.
Yeah. I caught Dusty, who's a Ditto.
Mm-hmm.
I caught Lear, who is a Nidoran male. Because he's going to become a Nidoking. Then it'll be Nidoking Lear.
Smarty.
And I also caught a Nidoran female, who I named Liz. Because then she's Queen Liz.
You're so cute.
In dedication to our dearly departed queen. I caught a Drowsy, who I named Hypnope.
Hypnope.
Yeah. And an Abra, who I named Cybrina. which I thought was pretty funny.
It's pretty good.
And then I trained a shit ton.
Whoa.
Yeah, just a lot.
Just a lot, yeah.
A lot. I trained a lot. And I realized that this week I was only going to be able to bring in 2 Pokemon to the gym.
Yeah.
Which is so weird because Bugsy had 3. But this week's gym leader only uses 2.
Yep.
So
I don't know how you made it through with 2. Oh my gosh.
yeah, it was something. I had been training up my whole cast of characters, and then I was like, you know what? I can only take 2 anyway. I might as well just go do this thing.
Oh boy.
And so I did. I think it would have been better to bring... If I could go back and do it again, I would bring different poke.
Oh really?
Yeah, but the ones that I took in did it. I beat the gym in the first try.
Wow.
But it was very hard. The Goldenrod City Gym is the normal type gym for anybody listening who somehow hasn't played these games.
I have a confession. I took a really big L this week, and I have not beat the gym. I couldn't do it. I tried so hard. I tried it 5 times with my Pokemon, which I thought were strong, but I didn't beat it. I didn't do it.
Have you still not?
No.
No.
No, I haven't.
I know that this is
the first time that we recorded this, I didn't beat it, and a day later, I still haven't beat it. Like, it's so hard.
Yeah.
The Miltank. It's this...
Yeah.
Oh, that
Okay,
stupid cow. Anyway, sorry.
We'll do the Pokemon Center check-in and talk to you guys about... Well, we'll take a little quick break, and then we'll come back with the Pokemon Center check-in. Welcome back from our break, Jaylee.
Hey.
It's a bit longer of a break than we normally take by a few days.
Yeah, it won't sound like that on the podcast, though, so we're okay.
That's fine. But something different from the first half is...
What?
You have news.
I have news?
Yeah.
Oh yeah! I beat Whitney!
You beat Whitney.
Yeah, finally! Like... 4 days later? 5 days later? Like,
I don't know.
I beat the gym.
Yeah.
I'm
it was
very...
only 2 days ago, I think, right? Or yesterday?
Yesterday?
Was it yesterday?
Well, yeah. Which time is relevant on this podcast anyway.
But
I beat the gym. I kicked her butt, and I am never going back. And she's a whiny little child, and I'm never going back there.
For listeners who have never played these games, Whitney is the normal type gym leader.
Yeah, and just don't do it.
Don't do it.
It's a bad life decision.
So it's not weird that Whitney was difficult because she was difficult for all of us at this point in our Pokemon journeys.
Okay, cool.
You were experiencing these games for the first time. The first time that we experienced these games, we almost universally people found Whitney difficult. It's because Miltank has such a high...
a cow.
Yeah, Miltank is a cow.
Like
that
a
is
literal
correct.
cow and the other kind of cow.
But Miltank also has a high base stat total, a higher base stat total than we're used to this early in the game, and so it's not a surprise that
It was the worst.
it was, and we'll talk about that right after we talk about our Pokemon that we took in. So, my Pokemon. I'm going to talk about my reserves first. So these are the Pokemon that I did not bring in.
Okay.
And I really wish that I brought them in. Some of them. I wish I took a different squad than the one I took.
Oh, really?
So my reserves are Needle, who's new.
Who's Needle?
Needle is my Spearow. He's level 10.
That's a good name.
I caught him when I went back to Cherry Grove City. Starman, who's my Ladybug, also new, level 15.
Yay, you got one.
Yeah. Yeah, I woke up really early one morning and I just, it was one of our weekends.
This feels like so long ago.
Yeah. I mean, it was.
It really was.
I can't even remember yeah, 2 weeks ago now, I think.
Oh no.
Jack, my Magikarp, level 16.
I like the name.
Yeah, Jumpin' Jack.
Jumpin' Jack.
I didn't bring Jack because it was too. I didn't want to, like, most of my time this week went into training Magikarp. So I didn't want to bring him in because I didn't want to push him further into Gyarados before going to fight Whitney.
Okay.
Shelly, my Togepi, level 17.
Wow.
Yep. Dandy, my Skiploom, level 20.
What's a Skiploom?
Skiploom is the evolved form of Hoppip.
I don't have that.
No?
No.
You haven't evolved your Hoppip? It evolves into Skiploom at like level 18
I put it in a box.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
That's fine. Skiploom is... It would be better if there were more special type moves that it could learn.
Okay, that's fair.
But it doesn't learn a whole lot of special moves right now. And because it's got decent special attack and it's got really good speed. It's the fastest thing I have.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's like that fast. But...
It's that fast, guys.
But, yeah, it doesn't have any attacks. So I think its strongest attack is Headbutt.
Oof.
Early Bird, my Pidgeotto, level 20. Wish I brought Pidgeotto.
Yeah.
I did not. Those are all my reserves. My Squadron this week was Dr. Teeth, my Zubat, level 20.
Nice.
And Nils, my Noctowl, level 21.
Wow.
Who was level 20 when I went into the gym, but
Oh,
then
that's so
leveled
cool.
up. And so I did the whole gym with just the two of them.
I'm impressed and amazed. I don't know how you did that. It took me, 5-6 times to actually beat Whitney, and she fainted like all 6 my Pokemon. I don't know how you did it with 2. I don't know.
It was tough, and it took all my potions and revives and everything.
Oof.
But that was the whole point of my challenge, was I was allowed to use potions and
You
revives.
did it.
But I just have written here, I don't remember the fight very well anymore, but I have written here that I took on Whitney. It was very hard with just 2 flying types. I did it in my first try.
What?
Noctowl was knocked out, and I used Zubat as a shield so that I could revive Noctowl and potion Noctowl up. And then when Whitney knocked out Zubat, she used Milk Drink, which reset the match.
Yeah.
Except now I'm down Zubat. I have Noctowl and that's it.
How?
And then the entire rest of the fight was just me hypnosising and her using rollout and missing. Which,
oh, good. Wow.
Yeah, I was so lucky.
That's such a saving grace.
I whittled it down with Peck and Tackle until Noctowl knocked out Miltank, who I have written here as well, who was faster than both Zubat and Noctowl, surprisingly.
Yeah.
And
Oof,
I found out
hate
later that
thing.
Miltank's base speed is really high.
Yeah, I hate that thing. I hate Miltank. It's the worst. I never want to see it again. Never.
Yeah. What was your team?
My team, and this is the reason why it took me so long to be at the gym, because their levels are really, really low. I had...
Is this an updated list, by the way? Is this your game-winning one?
Yes.
Or is... Yeah? Okay.
Yeah, it is, which is still kind of embarrassing, because they're really low.
Okay, sure.
I had Pop Rocks, my Onyx, level 12. Caramilk, my... Oh, no. What's Caramilk? Is that my Sandshrew?
I think it's your Sandshrew.
I think it's my Sandshrew, level 13. Nerds, my Nitto.
Yep. Nido male?
Yeah, because I had...
Oh, you named them both Nerds.
I did.
You? Yeah.
Yeah, because the first time I went in, because you were like, get a Nitto, because...
A female Nido.
A female Nitto, and I didn't look at the symbols or anything, so I was like, yay, I caught one, because it was pink, so I assumed it was female.
And then you evolved it into a Nidorino.
I did.
Right.
But then it... Miltank kept using Attract on it, so I was like, wait a minute.
Right.
I messed up. So then I went and caught a female.
Okay, so this is
and
a
I leveled
female.
it up only to level 14.
Okay, so 2
This
more
is my
levels
female.
and it'll be Nidorina.
Yeah, it's the little baby.
Okay.
So it didn't really do anything.
Okay.
I had Hershey,
Your Sentret. Or
my... Yeah.
Sentret. Yeah.
No. The evolved Sentret. The
Furret.
fluff. Furret.
Furret.
Yeah. Level 17.
I didn't want to blow that, sorry. I didn't want to spoil that your Sentret evolved.
He's cute. He evolved. You're right. I forgot.
Which is awesome.
But anyway, he evolved. I had Whoppers, my...
Whooper.
Is that the water one?
Yep.
Yes. Level 18. And Skittles,
Your Quilava.
thank you. The Quilava, level 22.
Nice.
Yeah, they were still very all low. And
Whoppers and Quilava are decent.
yeah, okay. But I got a lot of work to do. A lot of work to do.
My list is very outdated now.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, I guess we've been playing. So.
Yeah, because we, like I mentioned in the previous recording, this is our second time recording this episode. And it's even been some days since we started the second recording.
Yeah.
So there's a lot different.
There's a lot different. But
Like-
we can't talk about it yet.
Oh, you don't want me to talk about it?
No, because that's next. That's the
Okay,
next
sure,
week.
sure, sure. Okay.
You can't update. No.
Oh, I was just, okay.
No.
That's fine. Okay.
Save it.
All
And
right.
that's something
Then
really
there's
cool.
going to be, there's some pretty cool stuff, but I'll save it for next week.
Okay.
Then I guess, how did the fight with Whitney go?
I don't want to talk about it.
You don't want to talk about it.
Which one? The first 5 went terribly. Completely horrendous. I hate her. I hate Miltank. It's a cow. Like, ugh, such a jerk. Fainted all my Pokemon. Like, all 6 of them I couldn't even get Miltank down to, like, half health. But the last fight was okay. She almost fainted all my Pokemon. But then I just ended up with, I think it was Skittles, and it was very low health. And it took such a long time. But thank goodness that it missed a rollout, or else I would have been dead.
Did you use Smokescreen? I'm curious.
No, what does Smokescreen do?
It's one of the moves that your Quilava learned a while ago. You might have replaced it by now. but
No, I still have it. What does
Okay.
it do?
Lowers accuracy of moves.
Oh, that would have helped.
Yeah, that's why I wish I brought Pidgeotto, because then I
Oh.
could have used Sand Attack and lowered the accuracy of rollout. So that,
Oops.
yeah. But it's all good. We made it. We both
We
made
did it.
And my time after Whitney, and this is a huge jump from last week, at least half of this was just training Togepi and Magikarp. My time was 14:50.
Really?
Yeah. I don't think you'll find... Oh, I see. Because an updated time after you beat Whitney. I
Yeah.
gotcha. Okay.
Well, this is my updated time.
Mm-hmm.
I have the time when we first recorded this. Was 8:32. That was the old time. And now it's at 9:26.
Not bad.
So just an extra hour of trying to beat her.
Yeah. I still
Yeah.
have 5 hours on you. 14:50.
Yeah.
And my Pokedex is 32 caught, 66 seen.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
Yeah, it's not bad. Professor Oak is like, wow, you're really getting the hang of this, but you have a long way to go.
Oh my god, you sound like Oak. Oak? When did you get here?
Oh, that's funny.
That was pretty good.
Wonderful.
Oh my. Professor, what are you doing in my bedroom? Never mind. Never mind. That's so creepy. I can't believe I just said that. Anyway.
So next week we are going to be going to Ecruteak. And for those
Bless
who
you.
are... That's a type of tree.
Oh.
And for those who are following my challenge, I can't believe I haven't been doing this. But if people are playing along and want to do the challenge with me, I should definitely tell them what the amount of Pokemon they can take and what level they can have.
Oh.
But the Ecruteak City Gym Leader has 4 Pokemon in their party, and the highest level Pokemon on their team is level 25.
Oh boy. I got a lot of work to do.
So that is the limit that you can have if you are doing the Gym Leader challenge like I am.
If you're doing my challenge, just play the game.
Just play
Have
the game.
Try not to throw a fit over Miltank.
Oh, so, right. This is something that I didn't talk about the very first time that we recorded this.
Oh?
I made a prediction that you would have turned your feelings around on these games a bit by Goldenrod. Am I correct? Are the games starting to feel a little bit better?
Before I was bored with it, now I absolutely hate it.
Oh.
Because of Miltank.
Oh.
I'm just kidding. I'm totally kidding. Yeah, it's fun now. It's got some good like storylines, and my Pokemon are learning some moves that are better than Tackle, and it's getting better.
And it's really cool that they did things like your Pokegear, your phone, having apps. This is 1999. This is like before like Nokia phones and stuff like that. This is like in the era of like those big brick cell phones. So the fact that they like were like, oh yeah, phones will have apps and stuff like that.
That's actually kind of scary.
That's really cool that they were able to like think of that. Like, sure, they were weird cards that you plugged in, but they're basically apps.
It is an app, yeah.
Like you get the radio card, you get the map card.
The map, yeah.
You have your phone, obviously, and then what was the last card? Oh, never mind. That's for next week.
Oh, okay, because I was like, I don't have anything else.
Yeah, never mind. It's all good. But yeah, I just think that's really neat.
Nice.
But we will be right back with Pokemon Academy. So thank you all for listening.
Do we have a Pokemon Academy?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm just going to do the same one that we did last time.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm going to cry, but okay.
Okay. See you guys in a little bit. Welcome back. We are about to do Pokemon Academy. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Who is this Pokemon?
Ugh, I'm so angry at you.
Yeah.
Why would you do this to me? I don't ever want to see this thing again. It's stupid Miltank with its stupid face and its stupid cow nose and stupid cow everything. And
It is Miltank. I couldn't pull up
is.
the other picture for some reason,
Like,
but it is Miltank.
It's wearing a stupid cow hat.
It is. I love that it has like a cowl because it's an executioner.
I love nothing about this Pokemon.
It also has like a weird little ball tail, which is also shared by the sheep family that I was telling you about. Mareep.
Weird.
Mareep and Flaffy and its fully evolved form all have this like weird ball tail.
Ugly, stupid Miltank.
It's like a thin little tail with a ball on the end. Who's that trivia? Miltank is the milk cow Pokemon.
Whoa.
I believe it's the only milk cow Pokemon. I feel like that's safe to say.
They should get rid of it.
Miltank can be seen as a counterpart to Tauros. Both are bovine-like Pokemon with the same base stat total. While Miltank is a female-only species, Tauros is a male-only species.
Oh, they're romantic.
There we go. Silver's Pokedex entry for Miltank is, if it has just had a baby, the milk it produces contains much more nutrition than usual.
A baby?
Yeah. This is weird because Pokemon do not give live birth.
No. Oh boy.
They have eggs.
That's weird.
If they even have
Do Pokemon
eggs.
lay eggs? Where do the eggs come from?
Nobody knows. That's part of the canon of the games. In Generation 4, we will meet somebody who literally says no one has ever seen a Pokemon lay an egg.
Can we put Miltank back in an egg?
Yeah, you can.
Thank
You
you.
just breed it with a Tauros, and then it has a little egg.
No, I don't want another one. I want to put it back.
Oh,
I don't want
I
it.
don't think so.
I don't want it.
Miltank's base speed stat is 100, and its defense is 105 with a 95 HP.
What a jerk.
This is what makes it frustrating during Gym 3 because there are no other Gym 3 equivalents that will have a Pokemon that strong. I don't believe, anyway. That might be incorrect, but I'm pretty sure that there are no other Gym 3s that have a Pokemon with a base stat total of 490. Other Pokemon that share this base stat total are Alakazam, Vileplume, Kangaskhan, and of course Tauros. Alakazam and Vileplume, very telling. Those are fully evolved Pokemon.
Oh no.
Fully evolved.
Wait, does Miltank have an
Pokemon.
evolution?
No.
Oh,
but
okay.
that's what I'm saying, is it's strong enough that its base stats are equal to a third stage evolution.
So is this gym... Are the gyms after this just going to get harder? Like, am I completely screwed for the rest of this game?
You would think, but no.
Okay. Okay, good. I'll keep playing then.
Something else that I also forgot to re-mention, because we mentioned it the first time we recorded, but we didn't mention it this time, is so this gym is the normal gym. So we've had flying, bug, and normal so far. Mm-hmm. The trend of this generation is it's all the types that weren't used in the first games.
Oh, fun.
Which is cool.
Okay, that makes it neat.
Yeah. But no, the next gym is going to be a pushover in Necrotique.
I like that.
Then the gym after that is also in Cianwood, is also going to be a pushover.
Okay, I need some confidence after this week, so bring it on.
Olivine's going to be hard, and Blackthorn is also hard.
Oh, well.
But there's one in between those two, Olivine and Blackthorn, which I'm drawing a blank on the name right now, but I know what type it is, but I don't want to spoil it for you. But it is also fairly easy because the type sucks.
Nice. Okay. I'll take it.
But yeah, so we will see what the future brings. And thank you all so much for listening.
Thank you for listening and following along. And follow us on Instagram at Route to Victory Road Podcast. And that would be awesome.
Yes,
Play along with us too.
And we'll see you next time on the Route to Victory Road. The quote for this week is one from Mewtwo from the first movie. And he says, "I see now that the circumstances of one's birth are irrelevant. It is what you do with the gift of life that determines who you are."
I like the voice. And I think you said irrelevant.
Irrelevant.
Nice.
Irrelevant.
Irrelevant.
Bye, everybody.
Goodbye.
Welcome, everybody. Welcome, Jaylee, back from the break.
Hello. What a glorious break.
What a glorious break. A little bit longer than our normal ones. But we are back with our Pokemon Center check-in. And I will go first. What?
Oh, you're continuing. You're not starting over.
Right.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, it was just a couple days long of a break.
Oh, I didn't know we were keeping the first half of this one. I thought we were re-recording.
No.
Oh, boy. Okay, well, where are we?
At the Pokemon Center check-in.
Oh, no. Okay. Go ahead.